So just to start off with the character models, you can actually go onto the Marvel Rivals website and you can actually get a lot of the models without any backgrounds. That's already transparent. But what I did is that I actually went into the game and took in-game pictures just to get it a little bit higher definition, just so I can have that little bit higher resolution when it comes to the editing process. So the first thing that I did for this model specifically is I first added a drop shadow, and I'm gonna put the settings right here. So I'm gonna zoom them in so you guys don't have to be squinting or anything. Next is going to be the vibrance. To turn up the vibrance, all you wanna do is go to image, adjustments, and then vibrance, and then you can pick it up if you like. Next is actually going to be in the camera raw filter. So to get to the camera raw filter, you first want to obviously select the image and then go to filter, and then right there, camera raw filter. So if we go into the camera raw filter, again, here are the settings that I used. I'll blow it up again so you can see easily. Totally use these if you want. Again, don't have to. This is just to my liking. Basically what we're trying to do is to get the colors, like the reds, to pop a little bit more and to have it be a little bit more smooth and not so like grainy. So to get the spotlight look, basically all you do is you select the image, you create a layer mask, go to the layer mask, and then you click right here, click on the black, and then all I did was I basically just kind of went around the model and just kind of shaded in kind of around the head area. And then I switch over to white, and I'm able to kind of make it a pop just a tiny bit more. And there you have it. You're all done. Okay, so next is going to be the skull and bones and the text itself. So I didn't use Photoshop text at all. All I used was I used this website called fontmeme.com. It's pretty cool. You can find all types of fonts from video games, music, really just anything. So I use the Fortnite font. For example, basically you can just type in 40. I want it to be massive, black, boom, save image. Super easy, super simple. So the effects for both of these are the exact same. So I'm just gonna go through one, and then you can just basically copy and paste the effects onto the other one. So let's just do the 40 or the, yeah, you know what? Let's just do the skull for now. Okay. So I'm gonna go into the layer style. So we have a couple. First we have the bevel and emboss. Again, I'm gonna blow this up so it's easy to read. So that's kind of the before and after of the bevel and emboss. Next, we have the drop shadow. Again, here's that before and after. Next, we have the outer glow. Again, here's that before and after. And then lastly, the gradient overlay. I'm gonna link below this gradient map that I have here, just because it can take a while just to get everything lined up. So I'm gonna make it super easy for you guys so you guys don't have to do that extra step. And you're all good. So for the game logo itself, it's just a basic drop shadow. So here are those settings. So for the background, there's only two steps that I did. So the first one is gonna be the vibrance. So basically you go to image, adjustments, and then throw it up. And then the last step is just gonna go to filter, and then you wanna go to blur, and then Gaussian blur. And I usually, you know what? I usually just go for whatever kind of just looks good. So 5 looks great right here. So, and that's it for the background. So what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm actually gonna link below the Photoshop file that you can download automatically, just so you guys can edit it and make it to your liking. But I also wanted to show you guys how to change the perspective. So I'm actually just gonna copy and paste this into here. And then real quick, all I'm gonna do is that I'm going to do Control E. I'm gonna group it all together. And then we're gonna give it a little bevel and emboss. Let's do outer bevel. Kind of play with the depth and the size as needed. That looks pretty good. Okay. And then we're just gonna do a nice little outer glow. Again, here are those settings right there. And then to get the perspective, all you want to do is click on the image. You want to do Control T. You want to right click on the image itself, and then you want to click perspective. Okay, and then you can just kind of play around with it. So to get that kind of different angle, let's just do this. There we go. We might, rotate a little bit. Yeah, and that's basically it. Again, it's super easy. The hardest part is just building it out, but again, I'm gonna link down below the actual Photoshop file that you can download. So we've made it to the final step. It's basically just placing everything and making sure that everything looks good, and so we can be done. So let's start with the actual model itself. So I brought that in here. I'm just gonna position it just kind of right there. That looks good. Okay, we're gonna do the logo itself. Just gonna kind of tweak it just a tiny bit. Okay, next is going to be the skull and bones. I think that looks good there. Might put it down just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do the kill feed itself. I'm just gonna pop that in here. Okay, and I'm actually gonna pop the logo above that. Just kind of give it some depth there. And there you have it. That's basically all you need to do to make a pretty good looking thumbnail. Again, by all means, this is not a professional Photoshop video. I am not a professional at Photoshop. I'm still pretty new to it, so I'm learning along the way. So any tips or tricks that you veteran Photoshop users have, I'd love to hear them down in the comments below. Again, I'm always wanting to learn and work on this skill as I move forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos like this. We'll see ya.